Hey, welcome back. We have a pen here, or pens rather. And if you've seen this before, I'd say that would put you in the minority, especially if you've handled it before. Because I don't believe this has actually been released in the United States. Oh, look at that. This person said here a couple extra refills. Olight sent with the pens, enjoy. So looks like there's some refills in here as well, but check this out. I'm sorry, just making sure nothing in here has my personal info on it. But I saw this from a friend. This is way smaller than I expected, by the way, so that's interesting. And then I saw it on eBay, and this seller had like 8 of them. So yeah, I don't know what the deal was with this seller getting so many of them or where they came from, but they got them. So let's take a look. These are supposed to all be brand new, and we'll take you through this experience just as I go through it myself. So this is my first time handling this pen, and here is the special part. Well, one of the special parts. Special part number 2. That's right, a spring-loaded pocket clip. And special part number 3. A very unique mechanism here. Very fidgety. So let's get you a nice little close-up here on this fidget spinner. And it's very subtle. Like, if I didn't show it to you, you probably wouldn't have even noticed it was there. Now, we'll see. I've heard some mixed reviews from different people on how well that holds up. If you hold the pen up and down, though, it lasts pretty long there. And yeah, overall, this is a very nice pen. Let's see how the, a bit of tip wiggle, but it felt like it was kind of like strong tip wiggle. Like, let's do a little bit of writing here and see what we think. Yeah, actually, I don't notice it when I'm writing because it's like well braced. You actually have to grab it pretty hard to get it to actually wiggle. So it feels good when you're writing. And it writes like it probably has, let's see if I can get this right. I think, oh, that's really cool. Actually, I didn't notice that before. So to release it, interesting, that must scratch there. Now I think you can also get like an inlay in there. What do you call that? Just slipped my mind, the name of it. But you can get a little inlay in there that glows in the dark. But that's cool. All right, let's pull out one other here and see if the performance is any different on the fidget spinner. Because to me, that's like one of those kind of like quirky, like how good are the bearings? Let's see how well this thing performs. By the way, I'm considering how to make these, perhaps one of these available out to the channel. Okay. That thing's lasting a really long time. Holy smokes. That one's going like 3 times longer than the first one. Still going. So let's zoom in on that because that one lasted way longer. Now you can just kind of see that for yourself. Still going. That's pretty fun. I was going to say, this thing writes like it has probably a, what's the refill? And here I've gone and messed up my focus again, so hopefully it'll work. But it writes like it has a Parker or P9000 Easy Flow. Yep, Schmidt P9000 refill in there. So it's a Parker size refill. Doesn't seem like there's any sort of spacer or whatever. So it's a Parker size refill pen, but it's it has good, because of the way that the action works, you get good, there's plenty of size here. So it writes like a bigger pen, and it has a little bit of, oh gosh, I really hope I can get my focus working again here. Let me see what I could do to, there we go. All right, I think we've got it. So there's just a little bit of nice grip there for you so that you can not slip on the pen. I really like this pen. This is pretty cool. Then you add in the fact that you got this fidget spinner thing. I am really surprised more people weren't talking about this on Reddit and stuff, because it's very subtle. So my friend Kevin over at Lefty EDC told me about this pen. So what is it? I didn't even say the name of it. This is the Olight. Does it say Oknife there? Olight Oknife Otacle B1. The Otacle B1 pen. Weighs about an ounce, it says on here. And it's made of TC4. Looks like it's made in China. So I don't know how hard these are to get. I only saw them sort of on sale on the Olight store in Australia. Kind of weird. I don't know that they've ever made this production available in the US, but it's a cool pen. And true to form on the weight, it says 1.09 ounces. I've got it measured at 1.085 here. Let's check the other one as well, just see. So consistent on the weight there. And yeah, it feels great in hand. Let me get this thing out of here so it doesn't distract you. It's a really nice size. I would call it a point. It's almost the exact same size, in fact, as the Smooth Precision Pens Mini. It's like right between the Mini and the full size. So it's probably right at 5 inches, I would say. Just giving a, yep, just right at 5 inches. Perfectly 5 inches long. So that's a pretty ideal length for most people. And it feels like it's about a 0.37, 0.38, about 0.38 on the diameter. It's like exactly like a Smooth Precision Pens, which is one of my favorite pens out there. What do I not love about it? This break is right here in the middle of the pen. You can see on this one, the coloration's a little off, so it's more noticeable, which I don't love. It makes it almost look like a two-tone pen. This one, the coloration's good on both sides, so you don't really notice it. But look at that difference there in the look. This one's almost like a two-tone version of it because the coloration's so far off on it. So, if they had moved that to here, you wouldn't notice it. If this came undone down here at the nose, maybe on one of those turn lines, that would have been much better on the design. But, beggars can't be choosers. Let me throw this in the pocket really quickly because that pocket clip is very compelling. It's a little light because it's sprung. So it's probably not the best from a pocket clip perspective. Because it's sprung. Let me just check another one here and just see if it's consistent from one to the next. Yeah, pretty similar, but it's not bad. It'll do the job. It'd be particularly good for everyone that's got, pants with, that have a really thick pocket. Then you can get, way over that pocket there, or a shirt or whatever that's got a really thick pocket. It's going to drive me crazy until I think of the iridium. You can put an iridium insert there and get a little glow in the dark right there in your in your pen, which is pretty cool. So yeah, from the makers of Olight, the Oknife Otacle B1. Really cool pen here. I'm kind of shocked no one is talking about it, and I don't know what they threw in here. How to replace the refill with the Olight refill set. I'm not sure what the goal is of using this little guy here, but it looks like sort of like a different type of refill or something, like a little mini refill or something that this seller threw in here. So you can see like a refill extender, because this thing's not the right size. So I guess it's for anyone that wants a, whatever this brand is. I don't know what this is here. Some sort of random brand refill. They threw in a couple of those too. So yeah, cool stuff. Cool to get to introduce a pen that doesn't, I've never seen another YouTube review on this to the community here. Now, whether or not they make this production or not, or whether this was just like a limited production overseas, I cannot speak to that. But I'd like to see this thing become a regularly available pen, because I think it's a nice pen. You know, it's just a very subtle way of doing this fidget spinner, and I think that is very compelling for people that like fidgeting with their pens. You know, that's a pretty cool little feature there. So that's about it for now. Nice little pen. Maybe I'll make one of these available out to the channel just to give back a little bit. And if you enjoyed the content, please feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.